Business Matters.
If you aren't convinced by now, maybe the head of military construction projects here can offer reassurance that the buildup for the Marine relocation has finally begun. Captain Stephanie Jones is the commanding officer of Naval Facilities Engineering Command Marianas, or NAVFAC, and she can't emphasize enough the importance of what the Defense Department is building here.
Guam is in the news so much, and it's not just in the news on Guam. I received the NAVFAC summary of what we think the biggest things in the news are, and I am surprised how many times this small island of about 170,000 people with 2 installations on the way to B3 is in that summary of things going on.
That third installation, of course, is Marine Corps Base Guam. First announced more than 7 years ago, concerns over the scope of the troop relocation and funding issues led to delays. But the U.S. and Japanese governments have since committed to $8.7 billion to pay for the new base and other needed facilities.
So our work in place this year, $265 million. Last year we were at $208. So you will see on one of my slides a little bit later, this is the initial start, right? You see contract awards, but it's the rubber really hits the road with how much construction are we putting in every single month? What is the work in place? What are we getting at the end of the year? We are growing. With that success, we rolled out what I think are foundational construction projects, and OICC is managing those for building Marine Corps Base Guam. So many people talk about the first one just by the project number, which is J001B, but it's the utilities and infrastructure, site infrastructure, a portion of it for the cantonment that will become Marine Corps Base Guam.
Jones briefed the joint meeting of local architects and engineers on the timeline for construction projects, and she also brought up the key issue of labor, showing a graph of how they have maximized the local labor force, but still need foreign workers to meet their needs.
I wanted to show this to you if you hadn't seen it before, because I found this to be very effective in getting a really complex issue across very quickly when folks can see, wow, it is really jumping in growth, what you're doing here.
The charts show at the peak of construction that they will need more than 6,000 foreign workers to augment the local labor force. Congress recently authorized the hiring of up to 4,000 H-2B workers for military-specific projects, but Jones says the data shows there will likely be a continuing need for foreign labor even after Guam's exemption to a nationwide 66,000 H-2B visa cap expires in 2023.
When we lose in Guam the waiver to the cap that is applicable to the United States as a total, then we have a different issue that we have to, and we really need to start addressing it now, because the gentlemen that have been taking the lead with the Contractors Association can tell you that this type of action, whether it requires a lawsuit or it requires congressional language or a law, does not happen in a week or a month. We will always need more construction labor on Guam than is currently there. So whatever the solution is, we need more construction labor, that labor force.
For KUAM's Business Matters, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Business Matters